Hi, Dr. Mohammed. How are you? Daphne here. Thank you for sending in your next essay for correction. That's great. You're a medic. Have a huge amount of respect for all the medics in this world, especially today. And we have a lot of medical students working with us to get their IELTS in order to be able to work in all sorts of different countries. So let's get this. Normally, can you send me your task one and task two together? It's easier for me then to keep track of your progress, and then like each time I will send you one task one, one task two back. Okay, so send me the task one when you have time. So countries with a long average working time are more economically successful than those which do not have this. To what extent do you agree or disagree? So experts throughout both the developing and developed world have debated whether nations with maximum working hours are more financially sophisticated than other counterpart countries, or the opposite has become the case. Very nice, well done. Uh, Financially sophisticated uh, um, and efficient, maybe, or profitable. Let's go profitable. I want another word for successful. Um, uh, but I strongly disagree with the former view. Now, careful. I think this is a little bit lazy. The former view means I have to go back and find out what the former view is. I strongly disagree that. Just explain what you mean. Just a few words. I strongly disagree that. Da da da. Okay. This essay will discuss both sides. Very nice. Okay. There is ample evidence that building a robust economy requires a significant demand for vital factors such as intensified industrial work discipline. Oh, very interesting. This is lovely writing. Fantastic vocabulary here. I really like this robust economy, these collocations, so these words that you're using, which sit together very comfortably, makes it easy to read. This adds to your marks for your language, also for the coherence, so very good there. The central reason behind this is twofold. Firstly, it would bolster GDP by increasing productivity to cover global and domestic markets demands. Okay. Um, Now, such as intensified blindness is twofold for it. So it is referring back to the industrial work discipline. Okay. Also GDP by increasing productivity to cover global and domestic markets demand. Secondly, foreign exchange reserves would be bolstered. Don't use the same word again. You could have boosted or better reinforced, slightly more academic word, by increasing exports and reducing imports. For example, recent research demonstrated that the country's forex reserves had improved by 70% as a result of long working hours. Okay, good. It must not be forgotten that although it could be suggested that maximum working time could affect product quality adversely, there are also many obvious advantages to the economy. Okay. Therefore, the positive spin off to living standard is undeniable. Okay, now be careful here because you haven't mentioned living standards before. It's very interesting, but you're suddenly mentioning it. Here you're talking about forex and more about the economy. So positively it's been X to economic stability maybe uh, is undeniable. So I think for me that might be a more relevant conclusion to that paragraph than you haven't mentioned living standards before. Don't kind of throw it in there. On the other hand, now you haven't, if you're going to use on the other hand, you have to have on the one hand. So I think more suitable here would be however, although there's a case for manufacturers, no, manufacturers, factories and construction sector benefiting the national budget, the negative impact of oil depletion and global warming cannot be overstated. Ah, this is largely because increasing working time means more fossil fuel consumption. Why? You need to spell this out because Factories are running longer. Uh, yeah, just really explain it. This is fascinating. You know, I read a lot of these essays, but not many people take this totally as an economic essay, which you are doing, which is fantastic. But get a lot of essays about the mental health of the workers, which is also really interesting. Um, and if you're working late, are you still productive? But this is very interesting angle, but spell it out, okay? Make it really clear because da da da. Um, I don't think you need that. I would rather have a sentence in there saying about why more is being consumed. Show that China is consuming 1.3 of its natural resources each month and has the most pollution due to continuous employment. Good. Employment, continuous employment and factories which are open all hours. Consistent is that employees' mental health, okay, would be adversely affected. Why? By, so expand, by, da da da, thus have an undeniably negative impact on society. Okay, really, really nice. Now, you've used the template, which is working very well in this essay. As you go on, because you are very confident anyway, we won't need all this because it does make it quite long. We can have more of your ideas. We don't need all the template, okay? I don't want you to feel you have to be constrained by this. But that is a very lovely paragraph. I firmly believe economic development is necessary as don't use punctuation, use a word. The role of the environment. Hang on. Although, or although, though, the role of the environment, the role of a clean environment in our lives is essential. Working hours will decrease. That is really interesting. That is very, very interesting. You've given me food for thought for the day on this essay. Thank you for that. Really appreciate it. It's nice to be able to have a different argument and really think. It's a good essay. Okay, you've answered the question very wisely and intelligently. Technically, you've done what you had to do. So you've given me your opinion. The paragraphs are well constructed. The coherence is super, especially well done for the language. What we might try and do next time is a conditional. If this happened, that would happen. Or if this had not happened, that would not have happened even. Just to get in some more grammar into here as well. So send me your task 1, and then we're up to date, and then we've got the next ones, okay? Well done.